what's cool about this, guys, is you can you can let your anybody can play with this like this in the with the lights on like this. You can play with it for a few minutes, do little designs, and you can get an idea of what they look like because if it's the laser's charged enough, you can get an idea with the lights on, even what it looks like. So it's not like you're just going in the dark. I mean, no pun intended, but you can see what you're doing to some degree. But then you wait a few minutes and you turn the lights out, and it's like you get a little surprise of what you've actually created because there's details you can't see with the lights on. We'll do a few more laps of this. Do like so 7 more laps of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna do after this one. We'll turn the lights off and see what we got. That's all that's really there. So there's a lot of stuff underneath you couldn't see it all. Once again, I'll turn the lights off so you can see what was there that we couldn't see before. Big circle. We'll let this circle close, then we'll turn the lights off. That'll be a little while, but that's okay. You can still see what's doing something. It's not going to be too long. I mean, circle the top, the part of the top will close first. Yeah, just close, I think. If you look deep, you can see that there's a hole there in the center, but you definitely can't see all the details that are there to be seen. But this is something that can entertain, especially kids, for a while because they get excited about the big reveal. You know, when you turn the lights out, and it's like a almost like opening a present when you get to have see what you get each time. Okay, we got the light. The circle can't close. Let's turn the light up. Nice. When I forgot to tell you guys, you can tilt this. You can tilt your. This is all symmetrical. You can tilt that weighted weighted pendulum. You can tilt it and make something different happen. So watch this. And all you have to do that is take one side of the one side down lower than the other side, and with the rubber band, and it'll just tilt it, and it should produce a different angle for us. So let's look right here what it does for us. There's some beauty in it. Well, beauty and imperfection sometimes. I guess got to be. So we got. You won't really see it completely until it closes off a little bit more, but you can tell. You can already tell that. See how it's got an opening on each side like that. Not an opening, but it's tilted to, on each end. It's tilted. That's because it's not perfectly balanced, and it's showing you that in the painting. Let's do something more than just a circle. Let's do more of a straight line and see what happens with this. No, that wasn't very straight. You lose some of the symmetry, but you get different angles. You can see how it's kind of angled up to the left there. You can go down deep in that. Look how deep you can zoom in there and see how deep it is. See what this does. The beauty of this is if you like to use paint to do your pendulum art, you can practice with this and then do the same thing with the paint, and gives you the ability to not waste money and time cleaning up and stuff with the as you would with the paint. Yeah, you can see how that's angled at. See how it's kind of got like a diamond shape there because of the angle. There we go. That was a pretty good circle right off the bat. Let that close, we'll turn the light on. Is it gonna close? Might not close with the angle we got. Eventually it will. It's angling down a little bit, that's why it's not closing. It's closing more down than in the middle. Huh. Do this away from this side. See, it's perfectly symmetrical with the circle it has previously once you use the legs. It matches on both sides. This will look cool because of the. Watch this. Nice. We'll do a circle around this after we get this closed off on this oval here. Yeah, you can definitely tell the angles are different, but that's okay though, because I don't want it doing the same thing all the time. You know, you can change it up. You can even add weights to the line higher up on the line, and it changes everything. It makes it where it's you can experiment with it and see what you produce, and that's what's awesome is you can experiment with it and see what you produce, and all of a sudden it'll produce something that'll blow your mind because you didn't imagine it could do it. Like this is still symmetrical because that angle we kept the same angle, but it's not like the equal symmetrical. I mean, it's not like well, it's not the typical symmetrical that we're used to because it's got the angle built into it, but yet it's still symmetrical with that angle built into the symmetry. Is what I'm saying. Because that was an okay way to say it. So you see how it's like it's twisted. Those angles are twisted in there. That's what you can do. That's cool. I was wanting to show you stuff like that. The bigger angle out here, that one right there is twisted, but then also that little one inside there is twisted too. And then of course, remember you can still look down deep in there and see what's down there deeper. You can still see more stuff. See, right down in there you can see the little stuff. It's hard to stop once you start, really, and maybe because you're like, okay, if I do that, how much deeper would it look, and what angle might come out of it this time? I'm gonna let this go for a second with the lights on. So I want you guys to realize what you're getting here. This is not anything that's ever been out before. It's the first of its kind that it's allowing someone to paint pendulum being a fixed point that has something swinging from it, pendulum art without any mess at all, and no cost for the paint or for the cleaning materials or for the canvases. This canvas can be used and used and used and used. And that's pretty awesome because it's not very often you have something you can just keep using that creates art. But you can capture it with your phone. Once you've done it, you can capture it with your phone and transfer it over to anything you want to put it on because of the technology we have. And you hear these songs that are playing here. I made these songs using AI and Chat GPT. I said, hey, you know what? Write me a song that relates this to this. And it came on. I mean, Alexa, volume 5. Shows the beauty in laws that help us thrive. Because this is undeniably the physical laws of God. I'm going to put a circle around this. Got that one little line there, but it's all right. Watch, we'll suck it up in that line. We'll suck it up with I forgot we have the angle on this too. Not sure what's going to happen with this angle. It's going to look interesting. But it's cool when you let it go for a while in the same angle because it gets that much cleaner looking. It's like it erases everything. See, we're trying to match up with that line right there to suck it into the symmetry. Unveiling the truth in each swing of the pendulum, we find our youth. God's commands like a melody song. What I see when I see this, guys, I see physical laws obeying what they were told to obey. I see laws saying, hey, you know what? I'm doing what my Creator told me to do, and look at what they produce. And our bodies, our minds are programmed to value symmetry. We're programmed to value stuff that values God. Or obeys God, I guess is the right word to say. Look at that concave right there on both sides there. You see that? I don't know what that's not a concave. Whatever that is. That little, what's that called? Dang it. I'm sleep deprived. That's what you get when you put an angle in there. You get those little fading areas, I guess is what would be a good way to say it. That should look pretty cool with it going off the... Are you too busy? I wrote this poem. Are you too busy? The truths are right here. Your mind has been bitten. The truths are right here. The fact that following God creates a beauty. Open your eyes to the war in our story. It's more than just pain. It's the path to your glory. We grow when we hurt. Can you break free? Can you open your heart? Well, that's some cool angles. Let this wisdom unfold. Is where we can start. If you're too busy, then what will a life full of chaos with truth left behind? But if you can listen and open your mind. This should look good. We'll have an oval in the middle and then the lines coming out each side. I keep forgetting I can't do a good circle because of that angle being off. But I did it on purpose, so. And it's showing you new stuff the other ones didn't look like this, right? So you're seeing the different angles. Isn't it said variety is the spice of life? Well, there's so much variety because there's so many different degrees you can put this on. There's so many speeds you can drop it at. There's so many angles you can put it at. So there's an innumerable amount of things you could create with this. That's why you want to have your phone always ready to be able to capture what you make before it gets erased by the by the laser that keeps pointing or keeps painting. I mean. All right, we're gonna and turn it off for now, and I'll restart one in a second. I'll let it fade. We'll do it with the lights on. Thank you for watching, guys.